What's up, everyone? I'd like to welcome you to the third episode of Locked in the Cell. I'm your host, Jonathan Carter. This show is about living and dealing with sickle cell on an everyday basis. And yes, I have sickle cell, so that's why I think it's only appropriate that someone that's dealing with the same things that you're dealing with is talking about this issue and just trying to put it out on the forefront. I'm trying to connect people all over the world that deal with sickle cell, get us connected and get the ball rolling, get the word of mouth, spread the awareness and things like that. So hopefully by putting this out, others will connect and talk about their experiences and things they deal with sickle cell, because there's not a lot of information out there for us. So that's why the main reason of me doing this and bringing you this show that I'm doing, this every other weekly show, to tell you about my experiences, the things that I go through, just things like that. So two things that I'm gonna talk about on this episode is the medicine that I take and the remedies that I use to help with pain, and the foods and stuff that I drink to keep me going throughout the day, to give me energy and things like that. So that's going to be today's episode. And at the end of this episode, I'll talk about how I've been these last couple weeks, what I've been experiencing, and things like that. So let's get the show going. First off, I'm going to talk about the medicines that I take. Now, I know every person with sickle cell doesn't take the same medicine because of the effects. Everyone doesn't feel differently after they take a certain pain medicine or anything like that. I know it's people that take Aleve, Hydro, Oxy, whatever your medicine is, stick to it, because a lot of pain medicine has a different reaction. I know some things give you a headache, other things might mess with your stomach or just have a different side effect. So what I stick with is oxycodone, and I've been on this as long as I can remember, as long as I've been dealing with pain. So, and the reason I have two is because one is a lower dosage and one is a higher dosage. So, oxycodone is what I'm accustomed to, what my body accepts and it doesn't reject. And one, like I said, is a lower dosage and it's a 325 milligrams. So probably if like my pain is like at a 2 or 3, I take the lower dosage and that'll knock the pain out. It's easy for me to get through the day and sleep through the night and not have any problems. And then the higher dosage is really, I've been taking more of the higher dosage at more constantly now since the weather is changing. Like I said, we just got hit with a cold front a couple weeks ago. It went from being 90 degrees here in Texas to 40 degrees the next day. Like being sunny to be just no sun, dry, cold, almost freezing. So I've been taking the higher dosage, 325 milligrams, because my body just knows when it's coming. So trying to keep my body at that climate change and being at a certain level, because you don't want your body to get too hot and get dehydrated, or get too cold and then you're freezing, shivering, anemia, and then that's when the crises and pains happen a lot more. So just maintain your body. And another way that I maintain my body also is by using Epsom salt. Now, Epsom salt, I don't know if people know about this. I know females do, but guys too. But if you have sickle cell, get this Epsom salt. It don't have to be this particular type. Epsom salt, any type of Epsom salt will do. Fill up your bathtub, and just pour it in and just sit in the tub. And I do this every week at the end of the week. So Saturday, Sunday, that's when I take my Epsom salt baths. It relaxes me. It keeps my body temperature in that mid-range where it doesn't get too cold or too hot. And the heat gets that blood flow going throughout my body. So I pour it in more like at my lower extremities, where my leg, thigh area is, because that's where I deal with pain mostly. So I pour it downwards towards that end, and I just sit in the tub for a while and just relax and get my mind and body back focused on the right page, so I can get to the start the next week off right and not being in any pain or anything like that. So Epsom salt is a big thing. I go to Dollar Tree and get 4 packs for $1. and it lasts me for a month. I do it every week. Just do a handful, 2 scoops, put in the tub, and you'll just notice a change. A lot of people don't know when it comes to sickle cell to get one of these, an inhaler. And I probably got this like, I want to say it's been a while, probably up to 5 years ago. And I didn't know. I was like, when he gave me this, I was like, I don't have asthma, anything like that. And it was like, no, for your oxygen, breath. So I noticed once I take this everywhere where I go in my book bag. So if I'm at work and happen to overexert myself, then I go to my book bag and take about 2 hits, take my time, get my breath together, and get my energy back up. And it helps to replace that oxygen and get my blood flow and things like that going. So you can go to the doctor, request one, and they'll refill it anytime you need it. So that's a big thing. Get an inhaler when it comes to sickle cell, replacing oxygen. Another thing, if you don't know about, folic acid. Now, if you don't know what folic acid is a pill that replenishes red blood cells. So, as you know, people with sickle cell, we don't have the necessary levels of normal people with white blood cells. So, a normal person blood cells, they'll be the same white and red blood cells, but a person with sickle cell, our red blood cells are probably half of that and stay deteriorating. So make sure you get folic acid. Take 1 a day, and you can get this over the counter at your pharmacy, or just go to Walmart or your grocery store and get like that. This is a 250 tablet folic acid, so 1 a day, and it's nothing big either, like little tablets like that. Take 1 a day, replaces red blood cells, generates more red blood cells, things like that. So make sure you take that. So I make sure I take my folic acid a day, and if I'm in pain, I take my oxycodone at the end of the week, my Epsom salt, things like that. And one thing that I learned about last year that I didn't know about was heating pad. Now, heating pad, it does wonders, man. I keep it by my bed, and I turn it on probably every day, especially during the winter time. And it relieves pain, get that blood flow going. Like my lower extremities is where I have most of my pain. So my thigh, knee area, the back of my leg, and probably my back is where most of my pain happens. So I turn on the heating pad, put it on where the pain is at. It may be multiple places, so I switch, and it just sits there, and it doesn't get too hot. It just creates enough heat to get the blood flowing and get to other extremities instead of being clogged up in one certain arteries and not getting that blood flow to certain places in the body. So I learned about this from the infusion room last year. And the infusion room, if you don't know what that is, that's a room where they hook you up to IVs to get fluids, and they give you morphine. So, and then they will give you a warm blanket. It's not plugged up or anything. It's just a warm blanket that they have like in a microwave. And I would get one of those. I'm like, huh. And so I went into the CVS or Walgreens, something like that, and got one of them, a heating pad, and it does wonders. And the big thing is I'm trying to find, like, I know they have them. It's the heating blanket that covers the whole body from your neck down to your toes. So once I find with that, I'll be good to go. Straight relaxation for the whole winter. But another big thing, I know you hear as soon as you see your doctor, the first thing they ask you, and you already know what I'm going to say, what they always tell you as soon as you see your doctor: are you drinking your water? Are you drinking enough water? Are you drinking 8 cups a day, drinking a gallon, things like that? Make sure you drink your water. Stay away from the sodas. Sodas dehydrate you. Soda's just no good, man. Like, even I had to grow up and get away from sodas and things like that. So I carry this everywhere I go. As you can see, I'm already at the bottom, so I refill it every day. Drink as much as I can. It may not be the whole thing, but I drink enough of it. And I have cups everywhere, from in my car to in my room, that I just stay refilling. And like I said, my jug goes with me everywhere, from to work to if I'm just riding down the street, wherever. So I have that water on me. I stay hydrated. and especially down here in Texas, man, it gets hot. So keeping that on me is man, it just helps a lot. So make sure you drink your water and drink enough of it. Now the bad thing is, I'll tell you right now, I have a weak bladder. I'll get up, and I hate it. I get up in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping good too, at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, rushing to the bathroom because I be drinking water, and still, after I go to the bathroom, I'll drink some more. But I always had this problem of when I would be coming home, and my mom always used to tell me, why don't I use the bathroom when I'm at school? And that's when I first noticed, like, and I'd be like, I don't have to use the bathroom when I'm at school. But as soon as that bus get in the neighborhood or I get close to being home, then that's when it just hit me. And I got to run to the bathroom. And as soon as I put the key in, I feel like I'm about to explode. I always had that problem. I don't know what it is. I even do it when I'm coming home from work. As soon as I get in the neighborhood and I'm getting closer and closer to the house, like, I'm ready to just jump out the car, not even turn off the car or anything, and run inside and use the bathroom. So, yeah, that's a big thing. I drink a lot of water. I stay away from the sodas. The big thing I had to learn about was sweet tea. I love sweet tea, man, especially that Louisiana sugar down sweet tea, man. That was my favorite, man, but I had to learn to let that go, and now just probably like on the weekends or something like that, I'll drink it, but I drink enough water to flush it down. And plus, I had to stay away from sweet tea too, because you know all that sugar was affecting my kidneys, so I had a lot of back pain, man. I would drink sweet tea for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I had to get away from that. But two other things I know that one that you might be on that you know about, and then another that you might not. The first thing is hydroxyurea. Now, a lot of people with sickle cell, your doctors prefer you to take hydroxyurea, and I want to say that's probably been about 10 years since that came out, and they've been giving it to people with sickle cell and things like that. So hydroxyurea is big for people with sickle cell. I took it for a while. Like, I did a test run of 6 months to a year just to see if I felt any different or any changes, and I stopped because I didn't. So, I mean, people that take hydroxyurea, some of them can say it helps them, and then others like me say it doesn't. I didn't notice any change or anything like that, so I just stuck to the same things that I was accustomed to. So, yeah, hydroxyurea is one. And then another thing that I learned about too, and I just found this out a couple months ago, and this was because I was in so much pain in July. Man, we just had like a heat storm that just hit Texas, and it was 100 degrees, over 100 degrees for 2 weeks straight. And my body was just dehydrated. I was going through crisis, in and out the hospital, emergency rooms, infusion rooms, things like that. And my doctor told me about a new medicine that just got approved by the FDA, and that's called Endari, E-N-D-A-R-I, Endari, E-N-D-A-R-I. Now, this is a powdered substance that you mix with whatever you're drinking, and it's supposed to be a new medicine that just got approved by the FDA for people with sickle cell. So it's not something that you can get over the counter. Now, you can get it from GNC. I just don't know like the other term for it is, or if you could just go in and ask and they'll know what it is or whatever. But I just found out from my doctor what Endari was, a powdered substance that you take, and depending on your weight, that's how much you drink a day. So you might have to drink 2 cups a day or 3 cups depending on your weight. But it's a new medicine that you might want to ask your doctor about and see if they know anything about it, and it may help. But right now I'm going through the process of, because it just got approved, certain health coverages are not like paying for it. So like I said, it's not something you can get at a pharmacy or over the counter. Like, they don't even have it. They have to ship it, mail it to you from wherever they get it from, ship it to your house. So yeah, that's a big thing I'm dealing with right now. So now let's move on to the foods that I eat, what I put in my body to get certain results out. And that's gonna be, I'm gonna let you know right now, when it comes to during the week, I don't eat out at all. Like, I may eat out probably maybe once or twice a week. Like if I just feel like maybe I want a spicy chicken from Chick-fil-A, or I'll go somewhere else to eat healthy or anything like that, or if I ran out of my meal plans for the week. But I keep it to under like going out like 2 times a week, and the rest of the week I just cook all my food. Either throw it on the grill, throw it in the oven, things like that. I eat my fruits and vegetables Monday through Friday, and I fix my shake, so I don't eat out. And I notice how my body reacts to that. It's a change. I have a better amount of energy. I can get through work throughout the day and things like that. So I show you some of the things that I buy from the grocery store. And I know a big thing for us, well, I won't say us because I don't have any, but when you're a parent and you have kids, getting them to eat fruits and vegetables, like whatever it is, you have to convince them to eat, like mix it up or find something they like, either diced pineapples, cut up some oranges, apples, things like that, to get them to replenish their body and get that, because that fruits and vegetables carry a lot of fluids, and that's what we need for our body. So our body's like a garden. You got to keep replenishing your body and putting that that flavor and water, that H2O in your body to keep going. So like I said, I cook through the week. I go to the grocery store and I rack up on salads, fruits, vegetables, what I'm gonna eat for the week, what I may cook, and anything like that. So this week, I went to the grocery store, and right now, as you can see, I only have 2 of them, and they lasted me, well, I ain't gonna say they lasted me through the week, because I celebrated my birthday last Saturday, so I was eating out a lot, and my family was taking me out. So, but once I got done celebrating, I went to the grocery store and bought a pack of chicken breasts, and it's always like a 10, 12 pack, and I came home and cooked them. So, pack of chicken breasts. I usually, it's 2 in here, but my brother been eating some, so, and I've been chicken breasts and mashed potatoes. And I have, and my brother's good with that. One thing that I learned about being here, moving down here, my brother eats healthy a lot, so he was always into fixing vegetables with his food, some type of greens, green beans, asparagus, corn, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, things like that. He stays eating healthy, and so that had me eating healthy too. And I just noticed the amount of energy that I would have. So what you put in your body is what you get out. So I fixed chicken this week and mashed potatoes, and had like some mixed vegetables with them on the side. So that's a good thing. Once I go to the grocery store, I always rack up on salads. Caesar salads are always what I get. Get a 5-pack of these. Take them to work. So, and then apples. Apples are what I eat for breakfast. I don't know why. I just never been a breakfast person. Maybe like during the holidays when my family comes down, or I go down there and they're cooking breakfast every day, or like I won't deny breakfast or not eat it. It's just I never been big on breakfast, like getting up and getting it. So this is what I take for breakfast in the morning. Get in the car, eat my apple, and drink my shake. And then also bananas. My fault, bananas. I gotta go ahead and use this. This is the last one, but this is what I put into my shake. So I open it, break it down, mix it in the blender, and fix my shakes. So bananas are a big thing. I don't know why when it comes to bananas, why we do this, but whenever we see brown on bananas, I know me. I throw the whole banana away. So, damn, why am I having a hard time saying banana? But once I see brown on the banana, I'll throw the whole thing away, or maybe wherever the brown is, I'll throw that part away. But but you'll pick stuff up off the floor and eat it. But a banana, once you see that brown part, throw it away. So I don't know, but now when it comes to my shakes, I started drinking shakes when I moved down here, because the main thing about it, it wasn't even trying to do anything with sickle cell or anything like that. I just wanted to gain weight, because I always been around that weight level of probably like 150 to 160, 165 area. And so I wanted to improve on that. So I wanted to get up. Like my main thing is I want to get up to about 190, see how that look, maybe no more than 200, just see how my body looks. But I noticed once I started fixing shakes, not only did I notice the appearance of my body's like my shirts were fitting right, I was feeling good about myself, confidence, positivity, things like that, working out. I noticed a change with my energy too. And I would have energy throughout the day to get through work and do what I needed to do. So I started making shakes, and now I make them even more healthier. So when I make shakes, you can either make your own shakes, put in them what you like, or go to a Shake Shack or a Juice Land, Juice Bar, anything like that, and have them make it and get what you want them in. Berries, bananas, whatever you like, you can put in your shakes. But what I put in my shakes for myself, you don't have to do, especially when it comes to, like I said, I do mine for weight gain. That's the biggest part. But muscle mass, I do a scoop of this. And I have a coworker that told me about what I should eat and the things I should get, supplements for gaining weight. So he told me about this muscle mass. I get a scoop of this, put it in my shake. Peanut butter, Central Market type, straight from the farm, not that processed type of peanut butter. Eggs, and get a half dozen eggs, a carton of them. Crack about 2-3 of them, put it in the blender. Spinach. I get this about every 2 weeks. I run out, fix them every day, throw it in the blender. And one thing that you might not know about that you might want to get is creatine. Now you can go in your grocery store or wherever and get this, and it costs about $9-10. And one thing I noticed about this, it will give you energy. When you have sickle cell, you notice a lack of energy, exhaustion. It's hard for you to get out of bed. You don't even want to leave your house. You don't want to just exert too much energy, but this will give you energy. And I learned that. So I mixed this in with my shakes, and I noticed the change in how I did things, the amount of energy I had and things like that. Now I can get through a day's work and things like that. And like I said, I drink a shake once in the morning with my apple, and then once I get home from work, I drink another one. So 2 a day, that's what I do. And maybe I might start cutting back doing 1 a day, but so far it's done wonders for me, man. I like how I feel, like how I look, my skin, my hair, and things like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get back to, like I said, I lost 15 pounds, so I'm trying to get it all back and gain even more. Because once I seen that I could do it, man, I was just so happy, man. I just felt good about myself, and now I just want to keep continuing to do it. So you don't even have to go to the gym. You just work out at home, do little exercises, make sure you stretching your legs, the areas where you have the most pain at. Make sure you're stretching and getting that extracurricular activities out, like kids outside playing and things like that. So just make sure you don't overexert yourself to where you don't, your chest is hurting, pain, heart beating, ready to pass out. You got to know how to control your sickle cell and know your limits. And that's what I do. Because one thing I hate is people don't think like we can live a normal life, or they look at us like we're really disabled, like we need help with everything. So I mean, I appreciate all the people that like ask me, am I okay, or what's wrong, and anything like that. But don't ask me that like 10 times a day. Like, I'll let you know, or you'll just see it in my body if anything is wrong. So I appreciate the people that care and things like that, but I'll let you know if anything's wrong with me. I mean, I still like to live as a human being. Like, I like to go out, have fun. Like I said, my birthday just passed. I'm blessed that I turned 30 on October 27th, because I didn't even think that I would be able to make it to that point, to this point. Man, I was dealing with a lot when I was younger, man. I was depressed, I was sad, was dealing with a lot of pain, in and out the hospital, and so a lot of pain crises. So I was popping pills like crazy, just wanting to, I mean, I'll talk about it later on, but I was just depressed, and I didn't think that I'll make it to 25. And just being here today to talk to you guys and spread awareness and talk about the things that I've gone through is just big. So I'm happy that I'm 30 years old. And like I said, I celebrated last week, so I had some alcohol, was taking shots and things like that. But I know how to control and know my limit when it comes to drinking and things like that. So long as you're like, if you're taking a shot or drinking some alcohol, long as you're having water with it too, to put that fluid back in your body, because alcohol dehydrates you. So long as you have water to replenish and put that fluid back in, you should be good. Don't try to go shot for shot with your homies and prove that you a big dog with your girls or whatever, anything like that. Make sure you're taking care of your body. And like I said, I'm a human being. I like to do things as normal. As you see, I got my Lakers jersey on, man. I love sports. I love shoes. I love all that. So yeah, I'm a normal person. Get ready for this LSU game tonight. I'm hoping they crush Alabama, knock them out that #1 spot. I hate Alabama. I hope we beat the brakes off y'all. All y'all fake Alabama bandwagon ass fans. I hope we beat the brakes off y'all. Savage land. But yeah, waiting for that game tonight. My Lakers, man. I know it's only the beginning of the season, man, but y'all gotta stop bullshitting around, man. Like, y'all could have been 7-1 or even 8-0. Like, they blowing leads, 4 quarters are close. Just them little habits of turning the ball over, taking dumb shots, and Lance Stevenson behind the back circus passes. I'm like, come on, bruh. But I mean, I like where we're at. I think we could continue to build and we can make something happen, especially with our young players, man. Lonzo, keep starting him. Yo, he is improving. Just keep him in the lineup, start him and all that. Kuzma, Ingram, I love both of them. I hope they don't get rid of them because I love them with the Lakers. And Hart, that's another guy that I love, man. He hits big shots for us, hit the three, all that. But, another big thing that I'm waiting for tomorrow, the Patriots game. Brady versus Rodgers. If you ain't know, I'm a Patriots fan, baby. Brady going for that 6. Y'all keep on thinking he not. Talking about they want him to get injured and stuff. Brady going for that 6th ring. Just wait. He going to be like Jordan at the end of it, just holding up that 6. Show y'all, he the best. Patriots versus Rodgers. Hey, man, I feel you, bruh. I know your pain. You need to hold the Packers up for hostage like Kobe did back in the day. Either y'all gonna get me some help or I want to be traded. Get Rodgers some help. New Orleans play the Rams tomorrow. Like I said, I'm from Louisiana. I love my Louisiana teams. I hope Drew Brees and them beat the brakes off the Rams, prove that they're not the best team in the NFL, because I even see flaws in their defense. So I'm be waiting for that, man. But yeah, I'm a normal person, man. I like everything. I like the Marvel movies. I like Avengers, man. I like sports. If you ain't know, I show you, man. I'm a sneakerhead. I got my purple Laker color J's on. This is the only reason I got them, for the Lakers. You see that, baby? I'm flexing on them. Baby. Man. Hey, when it comes to the shoe game, man, y'all don't want smoke, dog. Y'all don't want smoke. Matter of fact, Nike, holla at me, dog. I need a contract. Y'all stuff expensive. Like, let me be one of the models for Just Do It or your campaign. Hey, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm about to give y'all a dope slogan, and y'all better not steal it, cause I'm a sue. But y'all can be like the athletes. Just do it. And for people like us, disabilities, you can show us in the hospital, just going throughout our days, just trying to make it and things like that. Like you have, I think his name, Shaquem Griffin. I think that's right, with his arm that played for Seattle. Y'all should have more people like that in y'all videos with disabilities and things like that. Not just cancer, but other disabilities too, like sickle cell. And y'all should have in the video, just do it. Nah, I've been doing it. Whew. Hey, man, cut me my check, dog. Cut me my check, Nike. Nike or Jordan, man. I need a contract, dog, because y'all stuff expensive. And, hey, I'm broke. I need some type of help. So it'd be cool if I get that Migos Gold Platinum card finish line, or get the type of shoes and clothing and stuff. I'll rock y'all stuff, man. I'll promote and all that. But yeah, man, like, I like to have fun. I like to go out, have fun. Like, I went to Top Golf last week. I got my Tiger Woods on. Hey, Top golf is hard, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. Man, I was feeling the pain after it. My ankle sore, my back. I'm like, damn, I see why these motherfuckers get paid a lot of money. That shit is hard. So, yeah, man. I like to have fun, man. But on to a serious note, one thing that I want to get out the way, the most important thing about this video other than everything, yes, I want y'all to be healthy and things like that. But when it comes to health and you getting help, you need to go out and vote. Either tell your parents to go out and vote, or if you're old enough, over the age of 18, go out and vote. Because this is big, especially when it comes to people like us when dealing with disabilities. Like a lot of medical coverages, prescription pills, things that we're used to getting help with and stuff, may be taken away by someone that's elected. They might abolish it or take it out, and the government may not pay for those type of things anymore. So make sure you get out and vote for the right people. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but go out and vote and make your message heard, just like I'm trying to get my message out there about sickle cell and things like that. And that's the most important thing I wanted to get on here and talk about. And like I said, man, I'm going to enjoy tonight, seeing my LSU boys get ready for the NFL tomorrow, things like that. So yeah, next time I'll talk to you either about government assistance or the type of doctors that you need to see. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I hope everyone is having a blessed day, especially all my kids in the emergency room dealing with pain. I'm praying for you. I'm there with you dealing with this. And let's continue to keep on fighting, man. We're warriors. We're called warriors for a reason. So y'all have a blessed one.
Nice.
Make sure to treat your body right. Meal prep for the week. Chicken thighs, mashed potatoes. Hold me for about 3-4 days.
It was cool, wasn't it? Yeah. They had like a 3-glass flight, and it's actually a pretty good deal, like 18 miles.
Yo.